Howdy. Hello. Welcome. And thank you all for joining me on whichever platform that may be. Welcome to Chef Dan's Cutting Truth, the show that brings you the recipe for New York Giants success. I am your host, Chef Dan. First off, happy Halloween to all of you. So you can see I'm not in my usual Chef Dan attire. This year, I came dressed as a cowboy Ken. I'm kind of looking out there for my Mrs. Barbie, if anyone's out there, could oblige me with that. But aside from all the jokes, coming off of a rough Week 8 loss against the Eagles, this one was very, very tough. I mean, you start off with Cam Skattebo, wishing the best for him. Just when things start to get good for the Giants, another big injury happens to take away, one of our vaunted players, a young rookie that we were dependent on that was giving us some juice in Cam Skattebo with the open dislocation on the ankle. He successfully had surgery, the same day, so he's back in the Giants facility, wheeling around with the rest of the crew, but he's out for the season, so prayers up for Cam Skattebo. We're wishing the best for him, not just as fans for the football player, but for the human being, is hoping he heals the best and hopefully he can continue to do what he loves to do, and that is play football. This game, Eagles just outplayed us in all phases of the game. There's not much to delve into with the stats. They just outplayed us all phases. But the one thing that I will say that marred this game completely through and through, whether it was on our side, but it mostly benefited the Eagles, the refs were terrible. And terrible ref play. Like, one thing that I realize you can't excuse is in the extremely physical sports, that is fighting, whether that be boxing or MMA, hockey, football. You cannot have terrible officiating, because terrible officiating can lead to terrible injuries. Not saying that the Skattebo injury was part of that, but there was just terrible officiating all the way through the game. They can't officiate the tush push, so everyone has the same unanimous feeling. Next year, that play is going to be banned. Not because of the Eagles, but because the refs don't know how to officiate that play at all. They've just done a horrible job with it. So with that, you kind of have to, put that one behind you. We weren't able to sweep the Eagles. You got to move on. Week 9, we're on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. And if you're asking Chef Dan what the recipe for success for this game is, there is two things. We're hampered. We're gonna see what the product is still out there. Who's gonna step up in the running back room now that Cam Skattebo is down? Because you have guys like Tyrone Tracy Jr., who's coming off of the dislocated shoulder, and Devin Singletary. Hopefully, he still has some juice left in him. He's been kind of, here and there with it as far as like the runs, not really his run production, but more so in how he's been running if you're watching the games. Like, some games he has juice, some games he really doesn't, so you're kind of checking to see there what can you get left out of Devin Singletary. But for this game, for the Giants, two major things on all three phases. Number one, penalty-free game. This is a team that any team mostly, except for the, bottom feeding teams, but majority of the teams, if they're coached well enough, and this is a Kyle Shanahan coach team, they will beat you and allow you to beat yourself. So this has to be a penalty-free game by the Giants, and that's asking a lot, especially with what we've seen on the field so far. So that's the first thing. You have to have a penalty-free game. And number two, and this is, I think, just as important as number one, is you have to match San Francisco's physicality. This is a team that is really, really physical, And even if they don't score high points, what they will do is out-physical you and make you not want to continue to play the game. So some teams have their atmosphere to their advantage, and some teams have the way they play. Denver is one of those teams where if you're on the road against Denver, you're facing that mile high at altitude. In Miami, during the right season, during the beginning of the year, if you're playing there, your team is most likely going to be more quickly dehydrated than Miami, due to the fact that they're more used to playing in that hot weather. Over with San Fran, what they bring consistently, physicality. You have to match their physicality. That's the prerequisite to just kind of make it an even game. Then from there, we kind of hope Jackson Dart steps up his game in the pocket and plays also a mistake-free game. And, guys support him all around. Defense on the back end, they have to play way better. Hopefully we're getting some guys back, but even then, the guys that are subbing in for them, Deontay Banks, guys that are already out there, Tyler Nubin, some of these key names that are sticking out in Giants land for the wrong reason, have to start showing up. So that's my recipe for success for this week 9 on the road against San Francisco, the 49ers. Hopefully the Giants can come through with this and end up with a win, 3-6, and knowing what the season's been looking like so far, what we're looking forward to at this point is just for some consistency and growth. That's the only thing we're looking forward to for this team. If you can provide that, we know we're not a playoff team, but provide some consistency, some growth, some excitement, then the fan base will not abandon. Promise. So that's the recipe. Hopefully the Giants can come through with this and many more throughout the season. Though this is a very tough schedule. I don't know how a 2-win team draws this schedule unless Roger Goodell just hates the Giants. Nonetheless, play the cards you dealt. Go Big Blue.